Hey guys, Funsho here from We Coach Crypto, and I've got Paul TM with us again today. Yesterday we were talking a little bit about NFTs. Today we're going to be talking to you about all the different types of NFTs. Paul is our NFT specialist, and don't forget, guys, we are on a mission to help 1 million people understand cryptocurrency, and today we're going to help you guys with NFTs. How are you doing today, Paul?
I'm very well, Funsho. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Looking forward to the weekend, as
I know.
always.
Well, thanks. Let's get
Brilliant
going, man.
stuff. Yes, indeed, indeed. What are we going to be talking about first, my friend?
I thought it would be wise to cover the different types of NFTs. They are very varied. The one that people have probably heard of most is PFPs, profile pictures. Those are like CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Club, and World of Women as well are kind of some of the biggest ones. You've also got NFTs that you can use in gaming or in the metaverse as well. Different assets you can do play to earn as well. And then you've got NFTs that are more what I would consider traditional, kind of pure art. Artists that are just creating beautiful, works of art in their own right. Many of these are actually influenced and done with AI as well, which is mind blowing. Some of the things that are being created now just weren't possible before. But the ones that people will probably know best are profile pictures. And could you bring up my Skelly bits? 'Cause we're going to be seeing this quite a lot actually.
Of
Aye,
course.
this is the one that I use. So this is one of the first NFTs I actually bought towards the start of 2021. What I do is I use this across all my different social media. It's almost like a brand. I mean, people know it's me. But I love the collection. The creator behind it is very cool as well. But I wanted to talk about first is one of the biggest PFP collections, which is CryptoPunks. CryptoPunks were created in 2017 by Lava Lab Studios. Um,
Right.
so, they're very, very cool. So, a collection of 10,000 different cartoon kind of 8-bit figures. They kind of they helped to explosion NFTs. Actually, they were free to claim when they were launched in 2017. So it was the people that were right there at the forefront. Um, and just such a variety. So you'll see here on the site if you go down a bit more. So very varied. You've got apes, you've got zombies, you've got aliens as well. But so these were free to claim. So people were just told, you go on, you connect your wallet, and you can claim as many as you like. So they really took off, and just because of the hype and the kind of love and the community they built up around them, they started selling, for really high prices. So you can see this was 10,000, and this became the standard as well. So it's being copied a lot, so it gives it just such a level of variety across the whole collection. So to say you're unclaimed and we don't know what you're going to get, and you could get the females, the monkeys, etc. And some of them are rarer than others. That's quite important to note as well. That they're all uniquely generated. There's some that there's only a handful of them in the collection. There's some that are more numerous. So that changes the desirability and the price of them. But people like certain ones as well. People want a zombie or a monkey. But the sales have been phenomenal and astronomical, to be honest, recently. If you could scroll down a wee bit, Funsure, we could probably see those on the website.
That's
So
crazy.
it's got here on the website. You can see the top sales. So these ones are fairly recently. So look at that one. There's a couple of aliens. So those are amongst the rarest. And you see that they've been selling for up to 23 million pounds
It's just
worth of
crazy.
Ethereum, which is crazy. But it just shows you the kind of love and the place they've got in NFT history basically. So that was launched in 2017, but that's the first collection I wanted to show people. The second one that people have probably heard about. So people saw, CryptoPunks were becoming so popular. Saw people having them as a profile picture on, Twitter, etc. Yeah, I think they wanted, something equivalent. So in early 2021, Yuga Labs launched Bored Ape Yacht Club. So that's a similar sort of collection. So um, it's these kind of cartoon monkeys. I mean, this is the main website where if you've got one, you can actually connect to that and get access to certain kind of secret parts of the website, only available to to actual holders of that particular PFP. So you'll see that it does say enter, so that would connect to the collection. So if you click on that function, we'll see what happens. I don't think you'll be able to get in, but aye, so it says welcome. I thought there'd maybe be a link there to the OpenSea collection, but people will probably be familiar with them. Aye, there you go. Thanks, Funsho. See if you go down a wee bit further. So you'll see on the right hand side, very cool, unique kind of cartoon type characters. Again, they've got different traits, so some are, a particular colour, some have got hats, sunglasses, etc. So this was really the next massive PFP collection. So at the time of launch, which was early 2021, they were only 0.08 Ethereum, which I believe is about $150 worth of Ethereum at that particular time. And it's important to note as well that these actually didn't sell out immediately. Even though there was the kind of hype and the love for CryptoPunks, Bored Ape I think took about a week or so to sell out. So it wasn't like an immediate thing. It's not as if people were kind of hovering at the website and thinking, right, I need to get these. These are going to be mega. It was a
Yeah.
gamble. It was a gamble for people. So to be honest, I didn't buy one. I mean, I wish I had. The way that they went, but obviously you can't catch them all. But anyway, so people claimed them, for quite a cheap price. But they've just went astronomical now. So, you've got celebrities that have bought them. Eminem's got one, for example. Various sports stars in America. Justin Bieber. Just because they've become so mega as well. So, again, these are going for like at the top end. I think the floor price last time I checked was about 90 Ethereum for the cheapest one. So Ethereum's about $2,500 at the moment. So that gives you an idea of what the cheapest ones I've went for. So an important aspect for Bored Ape as well is that, and this is spread. There you go, Funsho. So there you go. So the floor price is 90 Ethereum at the moment. So what Yuga Labs did, which was quite clever, a short while after, they actually dropped a companion NFT called Bored Ape Kennel Club. So that was an additional benefit to holders, where you could connect to the site as Funsho was on there, and then you could claim like a companion piece. So again, those were a generative collection, different traits, different rarities, but you had to be a Bored Ape Yacht Club owner to access that.
I'm with you.
Aye. So since then, Yuga Labs and Bored Ape has just went, just mega successful. They've obviously raised a lot of revenue as well. And just very recently, they actually bought the rights, intellectual property rights to CryptoPunks. They bought them from Lava Labs. And
Wow.
then this week, which is just such a massive development, they actually dropped an ape coin, so a linked Ethereum token to all holders. So if you had one individual Bored Ape, then you got about 10,000 of the ape token. Obviously backed by the company. They plan to have future utility for that token, so you'll be able to claim, assets again from Yuga Labs. They're creating a game as well. They've linked up with Animoca brands as well. So it's absolutely mega. But so that's a fully tradable token. And I think when it was launched, it was going for about $12, $11. It was kind of hovering about $7, $8 yesterday when I last looked.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can imagine that the benefit of that. So you're a Bored Ape Yacht Club member. Just say you were one of the lucky ones that claimed one at 0.08 ETH. Then you're being dropped a separate asset that at launch was worth that amount of money. So people obviously will keep it as well, because they can see the utility of it in the future. But yeah, it just shows you how the space has developed. And I
Without a
mentioned,
doubt. I was,
aye,
I, I
sorry,
was just going to
mhm,
mention as well, sorry
mhm,
to butt in, but
no,
yeah, I saw on social media last night and again this morning, there was a guy that had purchased over 10,000 Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. So he owned 10,000 roughly of these. And obviously getting that ape coin, it went up to a crazy amount that even if
mm,
he'd have managed to catch it somewhere in the middle around $13, he'd have over 10 million just from owning these. It's
I know,
insane.
it's
And
crazy.
this one on screen as well, I think that's brilliant. That to me is a
Aye.
hungover parent at a child's party. I think that's absolutely brilliant.
I
So
love that one.
that one's good to me.
It sounds as though you're speaking from experience there.
A couple of times. These are great.
No, man, they're mega cool, aren't they? But I think I mentioned this yesterday. But I think what we are seeing here, we're seeing mega brands being built, from the ground up.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
just it's exciting to watch. It's really exciting to watch. So Bored Ape has just become this mega brand in its own right. Clearly they're moving into other areas now. Gaming as well. And people have actually what's an exciting aspect as well is, if you buy a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, you have all the rights to it. So you could actually put this in t-shirts. You could have separate products. Yuga Labs
That's
give you
amazing.
the full commercial rights to each of these NFTs, and people have created separate brands from it. So it's quite exciting. People put them on beers, etc., things like that. So
Yeah,
that's quite a cool development as well. So
for
it's
sure.
almost as though the community is helping to build the brand rather than it being like a top-down thing. And it does link in again with the whole decentralized aspect of cryptos and NFT space. It's about
Yeah.
you've helped us. You bought an NFT. So you get the full commercial rights. You do with it what you like. You can create derivatives, other commercial products. We're happy with that. We give you that full permission, which is very different from the traditional commercial and corporate space where, of course, if you created a derivative or something with those images, obviously the company would want paid for that, or they would sue you. But
Yeah,
I think that's just such a kind of novel and important development in the
for
series, and I
sure.
think that's what's helped to drive this space as well. Because see, CryptoPunks, they didn't give the same rights, but as soon as Yuga Labs bought the rights to CryptoPunks, they changed it. So basically, if you own a CryptoPunk now, you can do the exact same. If you want to create derivatives from it, other NFTs, if you want to, stick it on other products, then you can do that.
I love
And
that.
there have been like Hollywood studios and TV companies, interested as well, to build things off the back of this. So yeah, and I
Yeah.
think there's been comics made, from some of these NFTs as well. So it's really cool.
It's really created its own industry. It's like
Mhm.
one of the things that I think about is, if you're an influencer or,
Yeah.
on social media and
Mm.
people recognize your NFT that you're using as your profile picture, you
Yeah.
can easily sell merchandise,
Yeah.
and there'll be people walking down the street wearing, a t-shirt with that Bored Ape
Mhm.
Yacht
Mhm.
Club
Mhm. Mhm.
NFT on it because they
Mhm. Mhm.
love the person that owns it and
Yeah.
what they
Yeah.
stand for. So, from a
Mhm.
community standpoint, it's absolutely amazing what they're able
Mhm.
to achieve.
Yeah.
It's
Exactly,
brilliant.
man. Yeah, and you've seen it. Said brands have been getting involved. Adidas have done a link up with CryptoPunks as well. So clearly, your big brands at the moment, they can see the value of this, and I think it's because it's generating that community, that loyalty around it as well. Do you know what I mean? I think that's very hard to even create. I know people love certain brands and certain products like Adidas or Nike, but this has been from the bottom up. So it's quite
Definitely.
revolutionary, but you can see the variety there of them. So since then, I mean, a lot of people have entered this space as well, with their own collection. So another big one is World of Women. Unfortunately, women are still underrepresented in the tech industry. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
so I underappreciated. So World of Women came in, with the first, well, one. I say the first one. I think those ones going back to 2016, 2017, but certainly, the first, mega collection that was based around women. So they've just expanded as well. They've become mega successful. They've done donations as well. So I mean, you can see their kind of principles and ethos are on the website. Their mission and vision as well. So giving back from day one. So they're about empowering women. Spreading the word. That women can get involved in the tech industry as well. I saw recently that this was seen by Reese Witherspoon. She took an interest in it, just because of the ethos, and she's actually linked up with World of Women, and I believe that
brilliant.
her company Hello Sunshine is going to help them expand into film and TV. Using aspects of World of Women, and I know World of Women have got a kind of companion second series coming out called World of Women Galaxy. So that's launching very soon. I think maybe within a week or two. So by the end of
All right.
March. I'm not 100% sure, but very very soon anyway. But keep an eye on their socials and the website obviously to see that being launched. So yeah, so it gives you an idea of the kind of variety, and some of them are just like the one I've got, my Skelly bits. They don't have associated tokens and anything like that. So it's just about if you love the art, because I'm from that era when I played that 8-bit and 16-bit computer, so I love it for
Yeah,
that aspect.
I
Just
remember
really kind of
those.
cool digital pixel art. So But yeah, so there's been so many different other series, all staking their place in the industry. Some really, really cool ones out there. A couple just to mention. We're not going to visit the sites or anything, but Los Melandros, Skullpunks. There's Doodles as well. In fact, would you mind going to the Twitter page for Doodles Funsho? Because there was something quite
Yeah,
revolutionary
sure.
about them as well, man. So if you wouldn't mind. So Doodles, is another really, really cool cartoon-like NFT series. But they've actually expanded, and they had this amazing retail experience at South by Southwest, which is
I'm with you.
a music and cultural festival in Texas, in America. I've never seen anything like this. So if you were a Doodles owner, you could access this retail experience, but it was crazy. So basically, and we'll hopefully see this in one of the videos, but um, the actual retail unit was like the head of one of the Doodles, and you entered through its mouth inside. It was absolutely crazy. It
That
was
is
crazy.
crazy.
And you could buy various kind of products, with images of doodles on them, or inspired by doodles. We kind of cool, ceramic figures and stuff like that as well. So yeah, man. So it's really cool. But you can see the kind of style of doodles there. So
That's
there,
what
there
you're
it is. In
talking
fact,
about.
there you go. There
Yeah,
you go. So look, that was at the site. I mean, clearly the site's cleared now, but you went inside that mouth. So that's one of the kind of cute wee doodles. You went inside the mouth, and inside there was like kind of rainbow passage. You went inside, and then even buying the products, they come down in this really cool little kind of train track to
that's
present it to you.
crazy.
Absolutely crazy, man. So it just shows you again, these things are being created. I think that's maybe some of the products there.
Yeah,
The tote bags, t-shirts, etc. So yeah, man. So yeah, so you can see that was at South by Southwest Festival very recently. So yeah, just mega cool stuff that's happening in the space. So it's like a new retail experience. Do you know what I mean? You can see the people
definitely.
there in the queue. I don't know if you'll be able to play that video for
Yeah,
sure.
of
Aye,
course. Let me
so you
just,
can see.
I'll wait for it to restart.
Cool.
There we go.
So you can see people kind of queuing up, but it's really cool when they go inside. You can see people go inside inside the mouth of the doodle to go inside the retail space. Really cool, man. Quite a lot of
Definitely.
people. Aye, really cool,
I
man.
think, I think that one's just a 5-second one. Let's see if we can find something inside. Is that the one?
I think that was a party they had there, do you know what I mean? So, the holders party as well. So, okay, no, but I think that showed it anyway. Fun show. You could see the people waiting in the queue there. But I have a look at that, the Doodle site, and you'll see that yourself. So, so there's these unique, retail experiences being created, parties as well. They had that as well in NYC, sorry, NFT NYC last year, where they had a board date party. Where you got a ticket, by being a holder. You can kind of meet up, those cool DJs, and things like that as well. So, it's
Brilliant.
amazing what's being created, man. So, yeah, so not just
Sure is.
cool, cute art. You're talking about other derivatives coming off it. Products as well. With an example of Bored Ape Yacht Club, you had that ApeCoin drop, and you had companion NFTs. You had the Bored Ape Kennel Club. They created something called Mutant Apes as well. So just check out the websites yourself. Go into Lava Labs, go into Bored Ape Yacht Club, go into World of Women, and you'll see yourself. Just what they're creating, and the variety behind those actual PFPs themselves. So yeah, man,
Definitely.
such a cool aspect. So that's the main one people I think I've heard of, and that's the one that they tend to buy first. So but it's only one aspect as well. So what we will talk about as well. So you've got also gaming or metaverse NFTs as well. So the most famous one is CryptoKitties that was launched in 2017. Where basically you bought these kind of cartoon cats. You could breed them, collect them, a bit like the same sort of concept as what's the kind of famous? It was on Nintendo. I can't remember the name of it, actually. It's like a collectible. What was it called? Oh, lost my place.
Trying
Sorry.
to think which one you mean. Uh,
Aye,
oh, it'll come to
oh,
you later, I'm sure.
aye. It'll come to me. Anyway, so no, you can collect these. You can breed them. So that became the kind of the first big collection. Then you had Axie Infinity as well, where it was a kind of turn-based battle thing where you would buy your Axie. You could breed and battle them against other people, and then you got other assets on top of that.
I'm
And
with
then
you.
the metaverse as well. You've got full 3D worlds where you can go, you can interact with people like Decentraland, Sandbox, NFT worlds as well. So yeah, so you can buy a plot there. You can build on it basically. With these 3D assets. So and you've got brands that are actually buying space in Decentraland and Sandbox. So 'cause I know you've got a keen interest in this area yourself,
Oh,
Funsho, don't you?
massive.
Yeah.
Absolutely massive. It's like, for me personally, I think that it's going to be one of the biggest growth sectors in the world for
Mm,
interaction. It's completely different. Like what the internet did, this is the next progression from
mm,
my perspective, because the way that we're going to interact as human beings is being taken to the next level. So,
mhm.
rather than you sitting down, holding a controller and watching and playing a game on the
Yeah.
TV, you've
Uh-huh.
got the ability to be inside of the game as that
Yeah.
character, whether
Yeah.
it's doing it as VR, or
Yeah.
whether it's augmented reality, or whether you're using the sandbox, for example, which I think is brilliant. And some of
Yeah.
the names as well that have got involved recently,
Mhm.
you've got
Mhm. Mhm.
HSBC, you've
Mhm.
got Snoop Dogg, Paris
Mhm.
Hilton,
Mhm. Mhm.
JP Morgan,
Mhm.
God, Walking Dead franchise. It's just unreal.
Yeah.
Like, these
Yeah.
are big companies with a lot of money and big brands. They
Yeah.
know what they're doing.
Totally.
You've got to follow the smart money here. So for me, there's a
Mhm.
great investment opportunity, but
Yeah.
also, like, it's so much fun to actually
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
interact and do these things. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. Because I saw your video, Funsho. I don't know if you could link to it in the video below. But you did a video. You do your regular market updates, and you
Yeah.
did one from inside the metaverse.
Oh, in the metaverse.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
amazing. And because you had the 3D
Thank you.
helmet on and stuff, didn't you? And
Yeah.
that
Yeah. I
that was
used
amazing,
to.
man. Hmm.
It was a Oculus Quest 2 that I used, and
Yeah.
inside of there, it's like you've got 360-degree
Mm.
angle,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
can bring up
Hmm.
screens and play whatever
Yeah.
you want, visit websites, watch
Hmm.
movies, play
Hmm.
games. So I was using my hands to, control the actual screen and go through a
Yeah.
market update in there with coin market cap. So,
Hmm.
from an interaction perspective, it's so
Hmm.
immersive. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's phenomenal, isn't it? So I remember that it was Pokemon I was thinking of. I don't, I can't remember. There's a
Pokemon, of
Pokemon,
course.
where you would like collect them all. So that, that's
Yeah.
the kind of concept behind it. So CryptoKitties was the same. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
about collecting, cute wee creatures, but then they did the almost like a play to earn aspect of it, where you can collect, breed them, and sell them. There's a market for them basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think we should cover this in a separate video. About the game and the metaverse elements, because there's so much to explore.
Definitely.
There definitely is. There's play to earn games now where if you've got certain NFTs, you can stake them. You can earn a separate Ethereum token.
Yeah.
So there's CryptoKitties, thanks. So you can see
No
there, so
problem.
that was one of the original ones that that was kind of pioneers in the space, to be honest. But you've got so many other ones, now, as well as Axie. Axie is probably the most popular and the most successful to
Yeah.
date. But you've got so
Brilliant.
many other ones, springing up where you can actually go and play games, like turn-based battle games and also kind of strategy games, or you can have assets in them, not just in Ethereum but on Solana as well. So that's only going to expand. But yeah, there's one coming out that's quite exciting called Undead Blocks, which is like a first-person shooter game where you can buy the assets, you can upgrade your guns in it, etc. You can have different skins. The same in Decentraland, which is the metaverse. You can have different clothes in the metaverse, basically. Different
Yeah.
avatars. And the same in these other metaverses as well. So that's another totally different aspect of NFTs. And as Funsho says, it's only going to expand, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really
I,
exciting.
I, I just wanted to share this one as well, because I think Axie Infinity is
Yeah.
brilliant. Like, look, obviously, people are making a lot of money in this
Mm.
space, but this is actually massive as a game. Like, so many people play it, adults, children. There was an article in Forbes magazine where you've got, I think it was either an 8 or 9 year old lad had made like over $80,000 playing this game.
Wow.
It's insane,
Hmm. Hmm.
absolutely crazy. But
Yeah.
there's so much that you can do on this. So I've had a good play around on it. But you can
Hmm.
see here, $3.6 billion traded in
Hmm.
that in-house marketplace.
Yep. Yep.
Mind blowing.
I know it is definitely.
And it's a pretty cool site, to be fair, as well.
Yeah,
Great
man.
set,
Yeah, yeah. Very, very cool.
for sure.
But it's like this is the next era of the internet. People do call it Web 3.0, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's it's so different, I think, from previous iterations of the internet. Where you can interact. You're in control of your assets. You can interact with various sites in these ways. It's super cool.
Definitely. Fantastic. So
Yeah, so I wanted to talk as well. So, we've got PFPs, which I think these are all they're very crypto related, they're quite new. But you do have people creating art on the blockchain as well, which I would consider kind of more traditional art, for wanting a better
yeah.
term, kind of pure art. So,
And what I was thinking as
mhm,
well
yep,
is, because obviously we've got a lot here that we're covering.
yep,
I think it's probably going to be best for us, like you said earlier, to
yep,
split this up into a few
yep,
different videos. So this
sure,
can be kind of part one. I think the next video we can cover that
yep,
traditional,
hmm hmm
fine art, pure
hmm
art, and also
yep,
come on to, I think it was some of the like other digital and crypto native art as well that you wanted to talk about, which would be
yeah,
fantastic. We could cover that and go through some of these games in a
yeah,
bit more detail. But
yeah, good idea.
as always, Paul, wealth of information, mate. And all the people that are watching as well, guys, if you've got any questions at all, please put
hmm
them in the comments below. And
hmm
don't forget
hmm
as well, we've got a free Discord server where you get access to Paul, to
hmm
me,
hmm
and the
hmm
rest of the team, where you can ask
hmm
any questions that you want. And it's a cool place to hang out, learn,
hmm
make sure that you're on the right track, and talk to us. If you've got
hmm
questions, don't hesitate to ask. We always get back to people. As I've said at the beginning, our mission is to help 1 million people understand cryptocurrency. That's what we're here for. We want to grow this community and help people as much as we can. So, I mean, Paul,
hmm
absolutely fantastic. Love all the information that you've shared today. And I look forward to us doing the next one. So people want to keep an eye out for that next week.
hmm Thank you, Funsho. And we'll put some of the links, to these websites. Do visit them. You won't get
Yeah, definitely.
a true idea until you visit the sites, and you can just see, the cool art, all the different aspects of it. So do visit them. But I hope to see you in the Discord. That'd be good.
Perfect. We certainly do. Yeah, we'll put all the links in the description below as well, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please give us a thumbs up and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care,
Thank you.
guys.